tell my followers, Brid, I mean, who you are, where are you from, and what do you do?
So, hi everyone. My name is Brid Graham. I'm living in Sligo and I run Splash Swim School. I have three different swim schools pre-pandemic and hopefully post-pandemic as well.
That's
So I'm a swim
fantastic.
teacher, a primary school teacher, a dairy farmer, and a mother of a 6, a 4, and a 2-year-old. So that's where I am at the moment.
That's amazing. So just what you said there, I mean, you had and have a lot on your plate in terms of being a
Mm,
busy mom, being a businesswoman,
yeah,
and of course, look, everyone sees the photos, seen the photos. I mean, you lost on our 5 month program, you lost 33 pounds,
hmm,
including 11 inches on your waist
yeah,
and 8.5 inches on your hips, which is absolutely incredible.
hmm.
So I guess, I mean, boo bus for Breed.
Get the Irish in there.
Boo bus is
Yeah,
well done.
that's Irish for a big clap or well done. Yeah, no, I'm really pleased. And I was saying to Davy just as we were setting up that it's actually 30 kilos from my heaviest today. So it's been a great journey. It's been really enjoyable. I'm glad to say it hasn't been a massive struggle. There have been dips and ebbs and flows, but it's been a really fantastic experience.
That's incredible. 30 kg.
Yeah,
So
that's kind of, I was thinking 6 bags of potatoes.
6 bags of potatoes.
Well,
My
you get a
God,
5K bag of potatoes and you pick it up and you kind of, lug it under your arms. I was carrying 6 of those
that's
daily.
incredible.
Isn't
So,
it? Like when you actually put it into something tangible, something that you can hold. Yeah.
mm, because let's rewind the clock, because I remember our first conversation was 5 months ago, and then it's your husband John who actually reached out to me, and we had a conversation. I never knew that you were going to sign up as well. It was kind of caught me out of the blue. I was like on the call. I was like, oh my God, John's wife is here. So
Hmm.
it's incredible that John supported you along this journey as well.
Yeah, I think it was really important to us. I mean, I said this on the testimonial video I made, and I'll say it now that when we first spoke, I said I wanted to be fit for 40 years' time. I didn't want a quick fix. I wanted tools that would help me become a healthier, better, fitter version of me now and a positive role model for my children. Um, I wasn't convinced. I didn't think it would happen. And then it did.
Hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, everyone has their why, the
Mm,
reason behind signing up, and your why clearly is your is 3 kids, isn't it?
mm,
But you mentioned
yeah.
on alcohol, your future
Yeah,
grandkids.
I mentioned grandkids, and you were like, "Oh, congratulations, you're a grandmother." I said, "No, no, no, I'm not a grandmother yet." And you were like, "Well, when are your grandchildren due?" And I said, "No, no, no, my kids are still very, very small." But I literally was looking. I mean, we talk about longevity, and I think the pandemic has put fitness. It's put a big spotlight on nutrition and fitness and what we can do to ensure that we're treating our bodies correctly. And I was just getting heavier during the first part of the pandemic and feeling really negative about myself and my inability to put a structure on things because your program is incredibly simple. Um, and there was, this kind of impetus on people to become healthier and to eat better and to access all this online support. And that kind of came to a head, I think, in November around the time that we spoke.
Hmm.
I think I was very frustrated.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind, can you
Mm-hmm.
actually tell us of your frustrations, your struggles, in the past with your weight, with your mindset? And if you don't mind, Breed, can you just what was it like?
Yeah, well, it's just like many, in particular, like I suppose self-employed business people or people who are traveling a lot for work or who are juggling an awful lot. Actually, you mightn't even be working, but just trying to balance everything. When you're a parent, you tend to prioritize the needs of the household. It's cliched. That's frustrating because it's cliched, but it's quite true that you'll put the nutrition and the clothing and everything that the kids need ahead of yourself. We all laugh at shoes for babies costing 70 and 75 euro. And yet you'll spend a tenner on a pair of flip-flops for yourself. And it's the same with food. You prioritize making sure that the children have their nutritional food, and they have their structure, and they have their sleeping pattern, and they have everything signed up for. And then you just don't prioritize yourself. And then that really annoyed me, because it was becoming a cliche of the mother who was putting everyone else ahead of herself. Even though my husband is really, really supportive, is a fantastic cook. But he was very busy, because obviously we're dairy farmers. So anyone knows, running a dairy farm is incredibly busy as well. And then I have 14 amazing full and part-time staff, almost 900 swimmers over 3 different schools. So when you're trying to balance all of that, you become the last person.
So you had the farm at home, you had several businesses, you had kids, a lot of stressors in your life, and get these results is pretty damn fantastic. You should be very proud of yourself.
Thank you.
Comment below. Any busy mums watching this right now, feel free to ask us questions. I have my phone beside me, and my laptop hasn't died yet. My 15-year-old laptop hasn't died yet. But Brid, was there a kind of turning point? Was there a kind of aha moment, or what made you kind of change? What was the turning point for you, if any?
This one turning point was last year. Myself and my 3-year-old boy, he was 3 at the time, decided to shave our head for the Laura Lynn Foundation, just as a charity gesture during lockdown, because it was just so depressing and there was absolutely nothing going on. And we decided to have a party in the house with only us, a shaving party, and raise 5,000 euro. And I just saw that, you can achieve really positive things when it's not when it involves your body, but you can achieve really, really great things in different ways, without obsessing about things. But I just felt that I had done something once again that was, it was great, and I was really, really pleased I had done it. But I still didn't feel I prioritized myself. I don't know if that really makes sense. It was something great. And I was, well, come here, it's children's hospice, so it was a no-brainer. It was just something I saw that kept coming up on Facebook, and a lot of people said, I can't believe you'd do that. What about your appearance? And what about your appearance? And what about your hair? And my response was, I'm not going anywhere. There's no hairdressers open. My hair is disastrous.
Did John cut your hair? Or did
he clips cattle. He went at it like that. Yeah, and our 6-year-old cut the 3-year-old's hair. It was great fun. But I just kind of thought, well, if I'm not interested in my hair, what about the rest of my body? And do I want to actually make that healthier? Because I love swimming, and obviously swimming is something you can't do at the moment. I can't bring the kids out and leave them in the car while I'm sea swimming, and I can't get to work. So that was a massive thing that I was missing as well. And that was a frustration that was building during lockdown. And then I think by the time John spoke with you and suggested more to get me to do it, that he signed up.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love when I see couples supporting each other. It's fantastic. It's awesome. We've had other clients sign up that I was talking to their partner on the phone, and both of them have the same goals. It's amazing. I love it. It's awesome. But in terms of,
you have to, and and it was something.
You got cut off.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, in terms of the pandemic, was just saying, you obviously weren't joining the gym, so many people out there might be thinking, oh God, to lose 30 pounds plus, you need to join a gym, but it wasn't the case with you. I mean, it's as I keep saying, it's 90% of your results is nutrition and accountability. So, I mean, were you doing mad, crazy exercises, or?
No, I actually only started. That's something that Georgina, one of your trainers, and myself spoke about, that you have to be in the right headspace to move into the physical action part. You start off, can I talk people through the program and how it worked for me?
Oh, feel free, Brid.
Yeah. Okay, so the first thing was that, you know, you eat an average week, and then Davy and George kind of like evaluate what your calorie intake should be, and they make suggestions, but it's all very free. You can eat what you want as long as you stay within this calorie intake, which is what I loved, because I didn't want to be, you know, kind of like pigeonholed into you can only eat this or you can only eat that. And the main thing was to ensure that your steps were above 10 from the very beginning. That's simply what I did. But it wasn't until, I'd say it's only in the last 2 months or so, that I started really working out, because before then I wouldn't have been able to do proper sit-ups and proper push-ups because I was carrying a lot of weight. So now that my body and my core, all my muscles are so much stronger, it's really, really enjoyable. I love it.
Yeah, just fantastic. So you were basically, I've seen some of the videos, you were actually had your kids involved as well with some of the workouts.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
no, they, as soon as I say I'm doing a workout, like the little one runs and gets the mat, and the other guys run and get the dumbbells. And, you know, it's something that we do, like, regardless what the weather is. I don't have to go and find a babysitter and travel an hour to the gym and then work out and have a shower and come back. I just do it all in the house now. Like, I miss the camaraderie of the gym. I can't wait until the swimming pool is open again. Beautiful swimming pool in the Clayton Hotel in Sligo. Really, like, I'm counting down the days. Who knows when it'll be. But in the meanwhile, the fact that I can just work here from the house is great. Do all my
Fantastic.
work.
Is there anyone from Sligo watching this? Comment below, or maybe in Ireland in general, or comment below where you're from, guys. There's many people in the group from various different countries. We'd love to know. So just getting back to the nutrition then, I mean, were you restricting yourself? Were you did you avoid certain food groups, or was it?
No, I have, I'd say I have a fairly balanced approach to food in general. I think it was just portion sizes and kind of like regulating it and trying to figure out the macros and trying to figure out what works for me and what doesn't. Trying to keep my protein levels up. I mean, I've got all the jargon and the literature from you guys, so that now nutrition makes sense to me, as opposed to starve yourself and hope that you lose weight. And I don't mean that in a, you know, in a sarcastic or a flippant way at all. And I don't literally mean starve myself, but, you know, I'd just try and cut back on everything for a week or two or three, and then just find out that I was cutting back on the important stuff and still having a coffee and a donut on the road or something like that, which makes absolutely no sense. You know?
I calculated there, it's like a pound and a half lost every week, which it seems very little, but if you put that across 5 months, on our program is 33 pounds in total, which is slow and steady, which is more sustainable.
I've about 7 more kilos I want to lose, but the whole idea is that I'm not expecting that to happen overnight. And that's my responsibility. And with the tools I've got from you guys, I certainly can. I can achieve that. And the whole idea is to keep it like this, to make sure that I continue eating kind of like balanced and healthy. And I had fun on Easter Sunday. There was lots of chocolate, you know, but I track the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's what Georgie always says, you know, write it down, whatever it is, just get it written down. And then the next day is a fresh slate.
If anyone doesn't know who Georgie is, it's Coach Georgina. I'm sure you've seen her doing all the videos. She's doing amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So, can I just talk briefly on the impact that, you know, losing so much weight and losing so much inches has had on your life, I guess? You know, confidence wise, self-esteem wise, has it changed? You know, you look a lot leaner, obviously.
Yeah, I do. Well, I mean, I'm still, obviously no one's going anywhere or doing anything, so it hasn't made a difference in that respect. I'm sure it will, you know, when I start kind of like meeting people and stuff again. But it's more that I physically feel better and I feel leaner and I feel stronger. And I'm able to, now that I'm really getting into working out, I'm getting, you know, able to kind of advance the Pilates moves I'm doing and stuff like that. And I feel my body is physically fitter than it's possibly ever been since I was a teenager. So that's the kickback for me. That's what's kind of spurring me on.
That's
Just
great.
that I physically feel stronger. I have muscle groups that I never had before. And yeah, I'm lean, and I mean, it looks fantastic. And obviously I have a better wardrobe than I did a couple of months ago, which is great as well.
Yeah, there's so many benefits I see here. You know, you
Mm.
mentioned you haven't felt this strong. It's not just about a number on the scale. It's about, you know, strength and being that role model
No,
for your kids, and you know, obviously feeling better.
absolutely.
So you've done incredible. It really has. And that's why it's so inspiring to other mothers, not just mothers, but women in general. I think you're such a tremendous,
Thank you.
inspirational figure as a mom, as a business person, as a role model, you know, for people in general. So, I mean, have you anything to say to other women or people watching this and maybe sitting on the fence about, you know, investing in their health, or, you know, just about online coaching?
Online coaching works. You get a call every week. You get a PDF to fill out, and the guilts are put on you if you don't fill it out. And you're reminded that if you don't, you know, reflect on your mind frame, and if you don't reflect on what's been positive and what you need to work on, well, then participating in the program doesn't really make much sense. And it's like I signed up for health insurance recently, and I was wondering, if I'd said I was 30 kilos heavier, would my health insurance have been more expensive? I didn't ask, but I was just wondering what the weighting is, you know, with regards to what your health status is, because I know what it is. Do you drink alcohol? Do you smoke? What weight are you? What height are you? You can't change your height, but you can change your weight. So that's something else that I suppose I thought about recently. But the, you know, the online aspect and the interacting with Georgina and yourself, and yeah, it definitely works. And if you're going to go on a
not forgetting Stephanie, our fantastic mindset coach.
Oh, I always forget about Stephanie. I'm so sorry.
She's amazing as well.
Mindset, yes. No, the whole package. I mean, it looks after your mental health, it looks after your physical health. It doesn't give you any excuses. You get called into the principal, you get called into Davy's office to explain why your protein level isn't high enough. You know, but look, it's an investment. It definitely, I mean, it's an expense, but I do not think that I would be where I am today if I hadn't invested in my health. And I hope that in 10 years' time, when we're still interacting on some level, that I'll be this weight or lighter and still as physically strong. There's some professor was on News Talk, I think it was. It's a radio station here in Ireland, either News Talk or RT, Radio 1, and he was talking about muscle mass in women in their 40s, and how a lack of muscle mass in your 40s, women haven't invested in that. So when they get to their 50s and their 60s, they're more likely to suffer from brittle bones and osteoporosis. And I was kind of driving along going, okay, so that's another thing that I'm kind of sorting out. Not for now, not for an immediate quick fix, but for, you know, 20, 30 years time.
That's amazing that you invested into your health, your family, your future, basically. Because imagine if you were 30 kg still, I mean, as you know, you would be high risk for, as you said, osteoporosis, health issues like heart disease, diabetes. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Stroke, obviously cancer. These are a lot of
they're horrible things to think about, but you know what? Like, that's the crap part of life. That's a lot of the horrible stuff needs to be said. And the bottom line was, even though I wanted to, I just wasn't in the place where I needed to be, and I'm there now, and I'm delighted.
Fantastic. And we covered everything. My 15-year-old laptop is still it's still going strong, and I think people hear me. I'll just see if there's any questions. Bear with me, please. Read. John is online, your husband. And there's a person from Tipperary. Beverly is watching as well. Has anyone any questions before you go? I mean, anything about how the program works, anything about nutrition, about training, about the mindset, about meal prep, please just ask us below. What next for Brid, Graham? You know, for you and the kids. You know, lockdown is still happening at home, but
Yeah.
I'm just curious what your future in terms of a businesswoman. What's your plans?
Yeah, so we're looking forward to getting back in the pool, looking forward to getting the hundreds and hundreds of children back swimming, because I feel swimming in particular, swimming and ice skating are two sports that cannot be facilitated without the equipment. Whereas, I mean, if it's gymnastics or if it's athletics or if it's football, you can kick a ball in the bedroom, you know, but when it comes to swimming and ice skating, they're two things that have been really neglected. And I think there are so many children and young adults who have invested so much time building up expertise in swimming, and that's been taken away from them. So we're just dying to get back in the water, smell of chlorine, sound of the splashing, the children laughing, parents, you know, relieved that their children are safe in the water for the summer. We've 18 beautiful beaches here in Sligo, more water sports per head of capita. I think we've 19 different water sports here in Sligo. And I just want to get back swimming. I want to get back teaching swimming and running my business. That's what I really, really want to do.
Fantastic. That's amazing. So again, Brid, I appreciate you coming on here today, telling your story. Results speak for themselves. Not just the weighing scale and the inches losses, but the impact you've had on your family, on your health, and the fact that you're a strong, healthy role model for your kids now is it's a great feeling for me personally as well. So thanks for coming on and sharing your story.
No problem, and thanks for all your help, Davey. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Brid.
Cool.